Have you ever messaged ChatGPT and thought, wait, how is this thing replying better than my friends? It jokes, explains, gives advice, even understands your messy sentences at 2 a.m. But here's the twist. ChatGPT has no brain, no emotions, no consciousness, and absolutely no idea who your ex is. So how is it talking like a human? Let's open the box. And hey, today we're going to debunk exactly how this machine talks like a human. So stay tuned. It's simpler than you think. Imagine a giant library, so big that it has almost everything ever written. Now imagine a kid inside that library who has read, well, almost all of it. But the kid isn't actually smart. He just knows how sentences usually continue. You say once upon a... He instantly guesses time. Not because he understands the story, but because he has seen that phrase a million times. That's basically ChatGPT, a super fast sentence guesser running on powerful computers. In technical terms, this is what we call a language model, a system trained to predict the next word based on patterns ChatGPT learned by reading massive amounts of text. Books, articles, websites, conversations, you name it. And its job during training was simple. Guess the next word every single time. If it guessed wrong, it got corrected. If it guessed right, it updated itself to get even better. It did this trillions of times. Imagine a kid making mistakes billions of times. Except instead of crying, he becomes insanely good at predicting sentences. Behind the scenes, this training adjusts billions of tiny switches called parameters, which help the model understand how language flows. Let's say you type, "Hi, how are you?" ChatGPT doesn't actually see the words the way we do. It breaks your sentence into tiny pieces, almost like chopping vegetables. These pieces are then turned into numbers, because computers love numbers more than humans love gossip. These numbers travel through multiple layers of the model, which tries to understand what's the context, what's the user asking, what kind of reply fits here. Then ChatGPT starts generating a response one word at a time. And this is the funny part. It doesn't plan the whole answer in advance. It decides each word on the spot depending on the previous one. It's basically writing with no backspace, one word, then the next, then the next. In the technical world, these pieces are called tokens, and the brain-like structure processing them is called a transformer. If it's just guessing words, why does it feel like a real conversation? First, it has seen so many writing styles that it knows how to match yours. If you talk politely, it replies politely. If you talk casually, it might answer like your best friend. If you talk like a gangster, well, it adapts. Second, it remembers what you said, but only for a while. Not like a human. More like scrolling up in a chat. It just reads the recent messages and continues from there. ChatGPT is that friend who remembers everything, but only for the last few thousand words. Third, humans trained it to be helpful and polite. When it gave bad or rude answers, people corrected it. So now it prefers being helpful, safe, and friendly. This training is known as reinforcement learning from human feedback. Because it's basically a super-powered guesser, it sometimes makes mistakes. It might confidently say something completely wrong or make up a fact out of thin air or forget what you said earlier. ChatGPT is like that one friend who lies with full confidence and says, "Trust me, bro," at the end. These mistakes are called hallucinations, the model generating incorrect but believable information. So next time you chat with ChatGPT and it replies like a human, remember that behind the scenes, it's not thinking. It's predicting math, patterns, and insane computing power. That's all. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow.